It's time for our first playoff game here in the Raiders franchise on Madden 24. Welcome back, everybody. We've got ourselves a big one against the Kansas City Chiefs. This matchup doesn't need much introduction after playing them twice, knowing they are the team to beat here in the present-day NFL with Patrick Mahomes and just an incredible run of success already. We've not been playing our best football down the stretch, unfortunately, so we have our work cut out for us. You'd certainly like to go into the postseason with some momentum, and we certainly do. It's just extremely negative momentum. Losing 4 of 5, not scoring more than 20 points in 4 of those 5 games, all of them losses. The offense is the big reason the team's in a rough spot right now. We were excited to start this series with Denzel Stockton as our quarterback, and the rookie showed good flashes early on. However, he's just been so mistake-prone this year, especially down the stretch, throwing, 10 INTs in the last 5 games of the year? Of course, any rookie quarterback's going to have some growing pains, but it feels like he's finishing the season worse than he began. The numbers are interesting, to say the least. A little Jameis Winston-like when he went for 5,000 yards, 30 touchdowns, 30 INTs. Stockton's like 80% of the way there, and we'd like him to reverse course here going into the postseason. So many multi-interception games, too. I mean, this is just not franchise quarterback football. But we'll see what he does in his first playoff game. If he plays well today, we'll forget about this pretty quickly. I'm expecting our defense to do a good job, though. Devin White leads the way as Defensive Player of the Year. He's been amazing this season. I can't believe how key of an addition he has been. We nailed free agency to make the defense playoff caliber. If we hadn't done that, just looking at how the offense played down the stretch, it's hard to see us being a playoff team. Now, the 2 games we played against Kansas City, we did a good job of holding them to low totals. They had 24 and then 16. And in the game they had 24, there was a defensive touchdown off a pick 6. So the defense did well in both those games. I don't usually do this, guaranteeing a win here going into the playoffs. The team already has negative morale, no momentum, things are tough. We're going to need something special today to get the win. So how about we go ahead and just forget about the regular season, go beat Kansas City, end their season today, and we can talk about what's ahead of us later. We'll see how that goes. We just gave the best quarterback in the world bulletin board material with the guaranteeing of the win. So here we go. No snow for this one in Kansas City. And it's that much improved defense that takes the field first. Patrick Mahomes gets us started, and he's nearly picked off by Marcus Epps. The secondary's been full of playmakers this year. I think Epps has played really well. On second down, this one is incomplete. It's jarred loose from Travis Kelce. And it's already 3rd and 10 for Mahomes. He's got time, and it's caught. Coming through in a big spot is Kadarius Toney. It's Isaiah Pacheco on the carry, and don't even tell me the Defensive Player of the Year. That's holding. I'm sorry I doubted you, Devin. It is not a face mask, and the Chiefs go backwards. They cut down Devin White, and the dump off caught by Toney. Again, it's 3rd down for KC. They go trips at the top. Mahomes, feeling pressure, dumps it outside, and that'll end their opening possession. So here we go, Denzel Stockton's first playoff game. We're going to have some narratives going into year 2 after an up and down regular season. It'll only be heightened if he doesn't come through in this game today. As far as starts to a career for blue chip prospects here in these franchises, this will be an interesting start. But 1st and 10, Josh Jacobs gets us underway, and he's stuffed by Willie Gay. Devontae Adams is slot right on 2nd down. Adams' 2nd carry up the gut. Nice game. Stockton on 3rd down. First playoff pass attempt. A deep ball out in front of Jacoby Myers. Incomplete. By the way, we traded Kirk Cousins to the Rams, and he helped lead them to the playoffs. So that trade did work out for both teams. Unfortunately, the Rams are now done, losing to the Chicago Bears. And the Chiefs will take over at the 23. I'm expecting a lower scoring game. No reason to think it'd be different than our other matchups. Dumped off to Mecole Hardman. That's a 1st down. Out quickly, and Hardman turns up field. Good gain of 5, and Mahomes now 7 for 9. 3rd and 5 KC. Mahomes downfield. Incomplete. Again, well covered along the boundary. It's 3 straight punts to open the game. Stockton, he's back to pass and finds Mayer, who couldn't hold on. Jacobs the carry, and he breaks a tackle. Good pickup. I like to see a heavy dose of Josh Jacobs in this game. I'd run it here. We do, and Jacobs gets stuffed by Chris Jones. Offenses are struggling here early. Already the 5th possession of the ball game, and Mahomes is in trouble and sacked by Max Crosby. We got Crosby now in the zone, showing pressure. It's only 4. Crosby returns, and Mahomes throws it away. Jacobs heading outside. A good start on this drive as he picks up the 1st down. His running style is just so much fun to watch. You know, I forgot about how much fun this can be to do a series like this with a running back that's that talented. A lot of times I'm drafting guys and using lower picks trying to develop the talent, but you're never going to develop somebody to be as complete as Josh Jacobs. You have to draft him that way. 7 runs, 3 passes here to start. Stockton gets it out to the mayor of Las Vegas, and it's 3rd down. 6 passing yards in the 1st quarter. Not very much. 3rd down now for Stockton. He airs it out, and both quarterbacks seem to think the field's wider than it is. 13 yards to Rashee Rice just happened, and the Chiefs are close to midfield. I don't think either team has taken a snap in plus territory yet. So the Chiefs are close. Blitz coming. Mahomes with time. Good hands from Tony. Empty on 2nd down, and Mahomes incomplete. That's Jack Jones on the defending. Yeah, 1 run to 19 passes. It gets a little pass heavy here in Madden these days. I thought live playbooks might help, but no. Long way to go. Got it to Rice inside the 15. Best play of the day for either side. On 1st down, it's Rice again inside the 10. The way I see it, whoever scores 3 touchdowns will win this game. And the Chiefs have gotten there first. Couldn't keep him out of the end zone. It's Mahomes to Kelsey yet again. Pretty impressive catch. We're right there with Robert Spillane, but it's just one of those connections that's as automatic as they come. Raiders trailing, hoping for an answer. Stockton for Davante Adams. He makes his first catch of the game. Blitz coming, and caught again by Michael Mayer, who is shaken up at the end of this play. And he's been someone Stockton targets regularly, so that could be a really big deal. Replaced now by Adam Troutman. It's third down. Uh-oh, time runs out and the ball comes out as well. Chris Jones. He's now ended 2 drives for us, and this one gives them the football because that ball was out. On top of that, Michael Mayer's day is done. And on the wrong end of both of these plays is the guard John Runyon. And I think that our offensive line has been serviceable this year, really good at times, but the elite interior guys are always a problem, and that's just something to think about going forward. If the Chiefs keep Chris Jones, you've got to have an answer for him. 7-0 Kansas City. Down the middle, caught Hardman inside the 20. It feels like the Chiefs are all warmed up now. Mahomes in the pocket, able to find a little opening there and avoid the sack. Mahomes is unbelievable at avoiding sacks in real life. He finds a way to do it here in Madden. 12 yards out now. Defense already allowed 1 touchdown. And make it 2. Caught by Tony. We're in trouble. Chiefs up 2 touchdowns. Pretty critical we start to score some points and keep the ball out of Mahomes' hands. Caught by Renfro for a short gain. This is where game management is crucial. We're going to get the ball out of the second half, so we could control the next 2 possessions of the game. If this one goes our way, and that's out of the hands of Adams. Sometimes it feels like Stockton won't let the play fully develop, and we're just constricting all these throws. 3rd and 8. He drives it into coverage, and it's broken up for Adams. KC has it back. 2-minute warning is approaching. Pacheco finds a crease and spins out Epps. First down. All right, if a quarterback as good as Mahomes is audibling, I'm getting nervous. Flashbacks to playing Peyton Manning back in the day. He's got time. That's Kelsey. Like Peyton Manning, I used to not like playing him mostly because of the audibling, not because he was a 99 overall quarterback in every Madden I ever played. Now a minute 32 left to go in the first half. Pressure on Mahomes, and Wilson brings him down. It's so crucial our defense keeps him out of the end zone the rest of the way. It's his first sack. Well, not his first sack in a while, but he had been quiet down the stretch, so that's pretty good to see. 3rd down, Crosby forcing the throwaway. Uh-oh, he's having trouble with it, but no one applies pressure. And it's fair caught at the 16. It's been a fine first half for Josh Jacobs, but without first downs, it's just not enough. We have like 26 yards passing. We have a little over 2 yards an attempt right now. We go inside. It's Jacobs with a good run of 7. But now Stockton against the blitz. Caught by Jacobs on the screen. Going out of bounds at the 35. Across the middle and caught. Jacoby Myers this time. Slant caught Myers, and there goes the timeouts. Can you get into field goal range now? 30 seconds left. There's time for a spike in there. Off the fake. Floating, and out of bounds is Renfro. Could have been a better ball there from Stockton. 3rd down. Wow. I thought he was going to hit the underneath crosser, and instead he missed Sims by a mile. What is happening to Denzel Stockton? I'm not sure I've seen something quite like this. We move up for a blue chip quarterback who immediately, he had great games, great moments. And now down the stretch, he's playing like a guy who has no confidence. He's not hitting throws he should be. And we have no score right now. We don't have any points. Kansas City trying to avoid a safety, and Pacheco takes care of that. We haven't even run that many less plays. We're just not throwing the football well like Kansas City is. So we're going to have to find a way to really turn this second half around. It ain't going to be easy. If you beat KC, then you get the 1 seed. Like, they increase the playoff field, but really they just give the 7 seed an absolute gauntlet, having to beat the 2 best teams in their conference if they're to go to the title game even. So let's go 14-0 KC. This feels like a must-score drive. It's Jacobs. He's trying to head outside, and he's stuffed for a loss. Again, Jacobs. He gets away from 1 to get 3. Devontae, we need you to get open here. 3rd and 9, avoiding pressure. A laser right at a defender, and it's picked off by Bolton. I don't know what has happened to Denzel Stockton, guys. This is a very bizarre development. He's just looking lost. It's just too much pressure to put on a defense like this. 14-0 Kansas City, a very short field. The blitz gets to Mahomes. That's all we can hope to do right now is make big plays defensively. We're looking for a stop. Mahomes throws it incomplete. We got to him quick. It's Devin White. We kind of got bailed out of that one right there. It's still just a 2-score ball game, but now we start inside our own 5. We got the fullback Irwin in there. A stretch to the left, and Jacobs gets a few. In his own end zone, Stockton connects with Hunter Renfrow for the first. Jacobs out of the eye. He muscles his way to the 24, gaining 7. Again on the stretch, and it just seems they keep beating us to the spot here. Looking for a lead block, and Justin Reed's too quick. It's all going to fall on Stockton here. 3rd down. Adams on the inside. He fires, and it's intercepted. Picked off for the 2nd time, and that is Trent McDuffie, who should be wearing purple right now, but the Vikings screwed that up. It really does beg the question right now, are we better off benching Denzel Stockton? It's his 4th consecutive multi-interception game as Wilson and Crosby sandwich Mahomes. I don't know if I've ever done this across the franchises I've done on this channel, but I just don't know what to do, guys. I have decided that Aiden O'Connell is going to play. 2nd and 19. It's complete to Tony. Good pickup, too. Mahomes on 3rd down. He fits it into Kelsey, who couldn't complete the catch. Covered by Merrick. The kick from Butker is up and through. It's 17-0, and we have made a quarterback switch. Tyler Hall handles the return for us, and he brings it out to the 29-yard line. But it's time for Aiden O'Connell to see if he can settle this game down. It's a lot to ask, but it just wasn't working with Stockton. He needs a break. We started our 29-yard line. Aiden O'Connell, number 4, will open in the air. And he hits the open Adams for a 1st down. Over the middle, Adams caught it again. O'Connell's 2 for 2. Devontae Adams has caught more passes in this game from Aiden O'Connell than Denzel Stockton. At the Chiefs 44, we're in plus territory right now. And O'Connell's in trouble and sacked again by Chris Jones. Someone give John Runyon some help on the right side, please. Jones in the zone. And it's 2nd down and 16. We do double. It's Adams. And he sprints inside the 40. 3rd and 4. Oh, it hit Jacobs in the chest. Oh, don't kick, man. I want to go for it, but I guess scoring is, of value right now. And Daniel Carlson hits the kick. No, he missed it. I just assumed he made it. Oh, man. Chiefs football 17-0. And Pacheco gets across the 50. 2nd down and 3. Pacheco runs left and gets the 1st down. Over the middle and caught again by Rashee Rice. Mahomes now to 196, a pair of touchdowns, and the Chiefs up 3 possessions. What's he changing now? They actually go under center. And that is caught by Hardman. A split second later, and that could be picked. Caught by Hardman on 3rd down. So many tight windows, but Mahomes is just that good. Now he keeps changing the play. We got Kelsey here at the bottom. I'd imagine it's going his way. Mahomes instead finds Rice, who turns up and scores. Kansas City in a blowout. I suppose at this point I'm just trying to see how O'Connell plays after Stockton played extremely poorly. Like, it's easy to just say, like, oh, the game is screwed up, or it's something to do with sliders or whatever. But the way I do these series is, watched, simulation, all 50s here, all pro default. So it's going to be all player ratings, and it's a lot of fun sometimes. Not when you're losing 24-0, but it's very useful to just put in different players at certain positions, and you can really see big differences a lot of times. So if O'Connell plays well, then it's really just Stockton who shoulders all of the blame. Him and his ratings and traits. Aiden O'Connell is 4 for 5. He's thrown the ball really well. Let's see if he can get us on the board. On 1st down, he's given time, and it's Jacobs out of bounds. Aiden O'Connell downfield and incomplete for Adams. There is a flag. It is against the Chiefs. O'Connell in Chief territory. Hits Adams along the sideline at the 22. Jacobs runs right and gets the 1st. It's easily our best chance to get points in this game on a drive led by Aiden O'Connell. Spreading out the Chief defense on 1st down, and they swarm Jacobs, and Thayer Munford falls on the fumble. Raiders are 10 yards out. O'Connell in trouble and sacked beyond the 20, way behind the line. And there really is no point in kicking the field goal. 4th and 21. Aiden O'Connell sets up a screen. There's no way there's a screen in my 4th and long, is there? There can't be. But apparently there is. I guaranteed a win today, and we couldn't even score. We are shut out by Kansas City 24-0 to end our season. This is as disappointing of a playoff year as you can possibly have. I'm really shocked at how poorly we played today. Pitiful offense down the stretch, carrying into the postseason. And Denzel Stockton has a lot to fix going into his sophomore season. Aiden O'Connell might have given us a better chance to win this game if he started from the very beginning. He did a pretty good job. Just a really ugly game, and that leaves us with a lot of questions, I think, going into the offseason to try and get this team in better shape for next year. Tough break, but you might have made your own bed here. Hopefully you learn not to fire up a team like that again. I was desperate, man. I was trying to give the team a spark. This hurts. No other way to put it. We knew exactly what they would do and still couldn't stop it. Davante Adams is frustrated he did not leave Green Bay for this experience. And that ends the first year of this franchise and the first year in the career of quarterback Denzel Stockton, whose ratings are in a very good spot, and he had some great games against like Cleveland this year, and you go to the Jaguar game as well. His debut went extremely well, but we're going to remember the way this season ended. We're going to remember the playoff game, and now he's got some narratives going against him. Here are the Pro Bowlers for this year. Josh Jacobs makes it as the top running back in the AFC, and Nolan Irwin, our fullback, ends up a Pro Bowler as well. I thought he played well, so that is pretty awesome to see. Michael Mayer is a Pro Bowler. He was pretty productive. I didn't think like Pro Bowl productive, but I'm not complaining. Max Crosby, Tyree Wilson, Maurice Hurst used to be a Raider. I don't think that counts, though. Devin White. Did anybody think otherwise? I just want to know how C.J. Mosley was, like, higher on the depth chart here than him. He was Defensive Player of the Year. So having a hard time understanding that one. Overall, it was a successful year, though. And here are the changes to development. Davante Adams at X Factor. I assume he was already there. Michael Mayer at Star. I believe he was there as well. I was actually concerned at one point that we'd see Denzel Stockton drop to normal. Can you imagine that? For defense, Devin White at Superstar. I want to say he was at Star previously, so he certainly earned this. I'm not sure if we lost anything at corner. I know Snead and Johnson already had good ratings, and at least Star. Tyree Wilson, I believe, already had Star, so I think everything just kind of stayed the same here. The Super Bowl features the Ravens and Cowboys, as the Chiefs made it all the way to the title game, losing by 1 to Lamar Jackson's Ravens. What a game here. Excellent stats for both quarterbacks. Would have been a fantastic game to see. The Dallas Cowboys are Super Bowl champions here in Madden. They are the team to beat going into next year. Some great players are retiring throughout the league. Harrison Smith, Demario Davis, Bobby Wagner. Any Raiders? You got Trent Williams, Jason Kelsey, Zach Martin. That's one heck of an offensive line you could put together of just retired players. No Raiders retiring. That's not too surprising. Our roster isn't all that old. Here are the oldest players on it. There's only 2 over 30, Daniel Carlson and Davante Adams. Adams is at his regression years now, and he did lose 8 points, but that's not anything too concerning. Running backs do start regressing in Madden at age 27, so that's hitting for both Jacobs and Antonio Gibson. We got Josh Jacobs not even regressing this year, so that's kind of good to see for one of the better running backs in the league. And then you've got Gibson here, who lost his star dev, but didn't actually end up regressing. So I imagine we have a decent bit of cap space going into the offseason. It's saying $64 million. And we have a couple key free agents to consider. Might just end up extending Robert Spillane so we're not forced into trying to fill this off-ball linebacker need some other way. We don't have a first-round pick, so I know the draft is going to be a little bit trickier to navigate this time around. But I'm excited to continue changing this roster, making it more my own and what I want this team to be going forward. And that offseason is coming your way next time. If you have any feedback on what you think this team needs to take a step next year and to have consistent success, what are we missing? Here is a look at our lineup one more time. I think that you could look at some interior offensive line, like John Runyon didn't really hold his own in today's game against Jones, but I'm not sure 99% of guards would. I really want to get a speedy playmaker on this offense and help open the field up more for Stockton. And on defense, we have this great secondary, but I'd like to shore up the middle a little better. If we can add a good playmaker and an interior force in the offseason, I think that would be a success. Hopefully we can do that, and that'll be coming your way, like I said, in the next episode. So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the first season of this Raiders franchise rebuild. I definitely had a great time getting back to this style of content and doing a full season again. It only gets more fun as we turn the roster over and really start to make some change. So we'll get on to that next time. If you haven't already done so, I'd appreciate it if you left a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and there's much more Raiders franchise rebuild on the way. Y'all take care, and I'll see you next time.